Well, good morning, gamers, and welcome to my fourth ramble. So, I haven't done a ramble in quite some time. Actually, my last ramble was in January, so it's been almost 4 months, and that was a dual ramble with RNG. But I figured I would do another ramble once I hit 1,000 collection log slots, which has been achieved this week, which is really cool. One of my goals that I had planned. And I got this through the new minigame, the Guardians of the Rift, which is really, really fun, but I'll get to that later. So first, I wanted to go over some in real life stuff. So first of all, with work, as you know, if you listen to my past rambles, work has been quite brutal for me. I've been feeling a little depressed, and the morale is really low. So essentially, like there was an internal promotion that was offered, and they didn't pick me, which is quite unfortunate. Um, they ended up picking someone else, which I'm not mad about the choice. I'm just disappointed that they pushed me aside on that. So I decided to shift my mentality over work in general. So I was feeling very overworked and overwhelmed and undervalued, and it's not really something that's sustainable for me long term. So I figured that I would stop working long hours. So usually I would work 10 hours a day at the office. Now I'm just going to work my 8 hours and leave. And if it's a shit show, I'm just going to leave at 4, from 8 to 4, and just do my time and leave. There's no point for me to overwork myself when I'm just doing it for nothing. So that's how I feel currently at this stage of my career. It's also not really normal that I'm looking at other positions and scrolling for other job. Oh, someone just called me out. And I'm looking at other jobs on LinkedIn and so on. I think that's a little sad, and obviously I discussed this fact with my manager, and we went over it. I'm still not feeling the current position I'm in. It's fun, it's rewarding. We're definitely working. It's not like I'm doing nothing, but I don't think it's worth it for me at this time. I don't think I'll be able to sustain this long term. Thankfully, I do end up working 2 days a week from home, which I think that's the only thing keeping me sane right now from work. The 2 days I work from home, I usually just, like AFK Castle Wars and relax. And go to the gym as well in the mornings, which is really fun. But that actually brings up my second point, which is the gym. So I've been going back to the gym again. Actually, it's kind of unfortunate too. I was going to the gym before Christmas, and then around Christmas time, the Quebec Prime Minister decided that he's going to be closing the gyms given the Omicron variant. So the gyms were closed for around 2.5 months, and I was doing really well at the gym. Like I was lifting good weights and feeling nice. Unfortunately, that I had to take a break from the gym, and recently it opened again. So it was a little rough to go back, but now I'm getting some good weights. I actually squatted 265 this morning, which is really cool. Hopefully I can push myself to 3 plates and so on. But that's unfortunate that Quebec ended up closing the gyms like that. I hope it doesn't happen again, but who knows? We'll see, I guess. Also, yeah, it's been really fun going to the gym. Like this week, I tried going to the gym early in the morning. So essentially, I would, if I was working from home, I would wake up at 6, go straight to the gym, do my workout, and then after my work, I'd come back home, take a shower, and then start working. Usually, I would go to the gym in the evening after work, but I find going in the morning is nicer because you have more energy and you can blow all your energy before work. So that's also as a result of me changing my priorities and focusing more on myself instead of work, which I discussed earlier. So that's a quick overview of in real life. I mean, I didn't go into too much detail. I mean, I did go into a little bit of detail, but it's not as much as I could. And at the same time, I don't want to dox myself either, so need to be careful. And so yeah, that's let's go straight into old school, I guess. So in terms of OSRS, I've hit a couple goals recently. So for example, I hit my 1,000 collection log slots, which was a long-term goal of mine. I think Not Hard and I were racing for that actually, and we were both extremely close. And it basically came down to who was gonna just bang it out first. Like I was not really that committed at first because I was doing mostly like relaxing grinds that I enjoyed. I could have definitely got 1,000 collection log slots like months ago if I would have just pushed for it and done clues. But I prefer just doing my own thing. And yeah. So, I mean, I have other goals too that I achieved recently. So, for example, I finished my Armadyl chestplate. It took me 1,094 armor KC, which is fucking horrible. I really hope no one goes to Stride Arma. It's garbage boss. I was so desperate that I would just be catching chins and then going off task and throwing chins and Arma off task and getting 20 kills an hour. I think I posted a video on that method too. It's actually a pretty decent method. I would recommend it if you're desperate for Arma. Maybe not if you're starting off, but if you end up going dry, it's a good alternative. Also, I got an Elder Maw recently from Chambers, so that makes me 11 out of 12 for Chambers. So I'm only missing the DNB, the Pet, and the Dust. But I'll go over that in a bit, actually. I'm getting a little too fast. I also got the TOB Dust, which he is right here. The little soda seg. So that's really cool as well. That's something that I was grinding for a long time. I got the dust at 578 KC. And actually, let me just show you. I'm currently rank 13 for two. Now, people's gonna think I'm just flexing on them, but I'm just not. So I'm almost 600 KC, and I'm rank 13 for irons, which is really cool. I was just slaving 5-mans with a bunch of gamers, and everyone's like thinking I'm flexing on them. Oh my gosh. Damn, that lost my train of thought. But yeah, I was basically just slaving 5-mans with a bunch of gamers, and we would just send them extremely fast, getting like some sub 20-minute TOBs, which is really satisfying, and stacking Maiden, doing some 1-down bloat, 2-down bloats, and going fast on Nilo. It's definitely fun. It feels good to get those times, and I mean I had fun going for them. So I'm gonna stop doing hard modes. Obviously, I did get a second dust though. Once I got a second dust 10 kill count after my first one, which is quite funny. But I mean, it's in the bank. It's a nice placeholder. When I do my bank video, probably I think I do them every year, right? So it'll be next year. When I do my next bank video, you guys are gonna see a couple dusts. Hopefully, I get more, but we'll see. Now, in terms of my current goals, so I'm still working on the collection log. Obviously, I think it's my account is now built around it. I think it's one of the fun things you can grind on this game, and one of the things that's not too repetitive per se. Even though some grinds are quite repetitive, but at least when you're doing collection log, you can hop around, and there's a lot of different activities. And I also have faith in Jagex that they're going to implement some sort of collection log high scores in the future. I have joined like a collection log Discord recently, and I'm gonna probably link that in the description because I do want to shout them out. They're really cool to hang out with, and a lot of gamers in there. There's the rank 1 collection log guy too that's in there with almost just above 1,300 slots, which is absolutely crazy. And people are very helpful too if you're trying to become a collection log enthusiast like us. You can join and ask questions. There's people from all sorts of levels and playstyles, like irons, UIMs, hardcores, and mains. And people of all forms of completionist mindsets too. Some of them are also like POH completionists, so they try to fill up the POH. I don't think I'm there yet. Maybe one day I'll push for that. It just feels like there's a lot of grinds that are really rough. But yeah, maybe one day I'll get there. Who knows? So for my collection log goals, right now my current goal is, I'm like hopping around between different activities for collection log. So firstly, I would like to green log the raids in the collection log. So that includes the CM capes and the top capes. So I'm really close to top. I'm basically like 270 top kill count away from green log. So like right now I'm just doing a little bit of top here and there. I'm not trying to bang it out either because I feel like once I hit the 2,000 top kill count, I'm just going to stop doing TOB. And I don't think I want to stop doing TOB either. It's quite fun. So I may just slowly creep my TOB KC up over time, and maybe in a couple of years I'll finish 2k TOB. But there's no rush right now. Maybe that'll change one day, but hopefully it stays relaxing. I also only do TOBs with people from the CC, so in our all 7 Iron CC, which I'm going to talk about soon as well. And it's really fun, like a couple learners and low KCers, and I help carry them and help teach them TOB. And hopefully one day they're going to be the ones teaching other people TOB, and it's like a vicious circle of teaching. I've taught so many people of TOB in the CC, it's incredible, and a lot of them now are teaching other people TOB, and it's just really fun to see. Like notably, Help Me RNG, he's been teaching a lot of people, and I remember taking him at first when he was low KC, and it was really fun. Yeah, so I actually remember also I was taught how to do chambers by somebody called it was Shanzi, and like 2 years later he was asking for someone to teach him TOB, and I was teaching him TOB, and I was telling him like, hey, do you remember when you used to teach me chambers? And he's like, oh my god, that was you, right? I was like, yeah, things have changed. So yeah, that's it's really fun. I like teaching people raids. It's enjoyable. It depends on the person, of course, but I think I discussed this a little bit in my previous Ramble with RNG. But another goal too is the Dagonhai set from the Wilderness Slayer. So currently I have 2 bottoms and 1 hat, so I'm only missing the top for completion, and I'm around 240 keys deep, 250 keys deep. It's I didn't enjoy it at first, but with the new update with the Barrage Slayer in the Wildy Caves, it made it so much nicer. You get keys a lot faster that way, and the XP is a lot higher, and it's just more satisfying, especially since I have a Kodai and I don't have a crossbow, so that's of course a downside, not having a crossbow. Once I finish Wildy Slayer, then I'm going to probably move on to Konar Slayer for the Brimstone keys, but that's going to be in a while. I'm quite far from that. Hopefully I've spooned the last Dagonai set. Also, like on the side, I'm doing a bunch of other activities that I just hop around from. So firstly, I'm doing some Volcanic Mine. I mean, I've kind of stopped doing Volcanic Mine because there's just so much more to do. And the reason why I'm doing that is for the skilling pet, the mining pet, which I don't have yet, of course. I think I'm maybe late for this portal, which is unfortunate. Oh, I made it just on time. So, yeah. Also, I'm doing a bit of BA. I have 26 gambles, which is it's not that much, but sometimes here and there I just do a couple games in the casual BA CC, which is a really good CC to do BA if you're level 5 all. People are very kind and they're helpful, and they help teach you some of the advanced strategies. Like I got an 11-minute 20 BA game, which is crazy. Like, it was so fast. I obviously I got carried. There was a couple people there that were speedrunners, so like it's not like I actually carried my weight. They more than over carried me. So, but still, it was fun to see how fast you can actually get, and it's crazy too that the world record is even a minute faster than that. So that's so much time to shave. But I don't. Maybe one day I'll go for more faster times. But right now it's just mostly for the pet. Once I get the pet, I'm probably gonna stop doing BA. I'm also doing my birdhouse runs, obviously, all the time. I think I made a video on that for the god eggs for the Evo chicken piece. That's a very long-term goal. Like obviously, it's not something I'm gonna be able to achieve soon. But birdhouse runs are still really fun to do. They're very quick. They give good XP in Hunter and Bird's Nest, which I mean I have so many Bird's Nests now that it's kind of useless. But I still do them because they're like an easy hourly to maintain, unlike herb runs, which take a little longer. Oh, sorry. Also, I'm doing CMs. So I'm doing my challenge modes raids. Every time I have teams in the CC, I just asked, if anyone wants a CM, and usually I stick to 3 to 5 mans because they're a lot more fun and more relaxing. But maybe eventually I'll start pushing for solos. It's just that like solos are they're more supply intensive in terms of blood runes. But hopefully won't be a problem once I get the new outfit from this minigame here. And I can craft more blood runes per hour at the new blood altar, which I can't wait to try, by the way. And lastly, I'm also doing Clan Wars. Castle Wars, sorry. Jeez, I completely mixed those two up. I'm also doing Castle Wars. I only AFK that when I'm working, because when I'm working I can't really like be that engaged in the game, so something like Castle Wars, where you literally just AFK for almost 20 minutes straight, is perfect. I just set myself up and then AFK. So it's really nice. I'm like just over halfway done. I probably have like another 50 hours before I complete Castle Wars. And once that's completed, then I guess I'll move on to something else to AFK. I haven't decided yet, but we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. So now I'm going to talk about the RC minigame that came out 2 days ago. So I've been having a lot of fun here, to be honest. I'm actually surprised on how fun this minigame is. I think the fact that they removed the the tick delay when crafting rooms made this minigame really fun. I feel like if the tick delay was still there, this minigame would suck. Just because it's not fun having to sit there for 4 ticks to craft your second inventory of runes. Although it still took some skill to execute the perfectly like 4 tick. But it wasn't that much skill as opposed to now the skill required to 1 tick it. Which, I mean, it's not like I'm talking about incredible skill either. If you like I'll do it here. Hopefully I don't mess up. But if you zoom in your camera enough and you get the right timing, it's not that bad. And like with the large pouch, you can literally just spam click. It's like super easy. But with the 4 pouches, it's a little harder to do that. But you see there, I literally got it in 1 tick with like no effort. Oh, what the hell? It's still running. Usually the game would end by now. Huh. Guess something fucked up. I'll go mine. So yeah, the RC minigame. So currently my goal for the, my initial goal for the RC minigame was, I told myself that if this was fun, I would grind it out for the green log, and if it was not fun, I would just completely skip it. Turns out it's really fun, so I'm quite happy about that. So I would like to complete Guardians of the Rift minigame on the collection log, so get all the items, the full outfit, and the pet. And once I complete it, then I'm going to go for the rune crafting pet. And I'm going to go for that pet via blood rune crafting at the new altar. Maybe I'll try like some death rune crafting and some other things as well, just to see if it's worth it. But I definitely want to grind this minigame. It's a lot more fun than I anticipated, so I'm going to take advantage of it. The XP rates are really good. I mean, I think the XP rates are not necessarily OP. Like, you can definitely get these rates through like Lava RC easily. I mean, with not necessarily easily, of course it's more effort, but it's not that complex. It's not that difficult in terms of effort, Lava RC compared to other things. I mean, I'm mostly comparing it to like raids, but which I guess is not a good comparison. But I mean, obviously, like the XP rates are good. It's comparable to Lava RC. It's just less effort, which is cool. It's kind of like the volcanic mine of mining. Instead of doing 3 tick 4G, you could just do VM. So much chiller and so much easier. So I'm glad so far with this minigame. Very excited for it. I'm very happy about how Jagex implemented it. The only thing I don't like is some of the click boxes are quite big, and you misclick a lot as a result. But honestly, like, it's not even that big of a deal. Like, you just have to like move your camera a little bit higher and make sure you click at the correct square. So it's not really that big of a complaint. It's just like a potential quality of life. And the second thing too that I don't like about the minigame is that it doesn't use pure essence. Which, I mean, obviously that's a great thing for UIMs, that they love that fact. But I just have so many pure essence in the bank just sitting there, so if it used pure essence, that would be nice. But at least, like, when I do Blood RC in the future, that'll use pure essence, so it'll be fine. It'll counterbalance itself out. So it's fine. Also, I got the pouch too, which is great. That's this pouch is so much more fun. It makes the minigame a lot more enjoyable and a lot more fast paced. So definitely happy about that. What do I need to craft here? I'm gonna go do some law runes or fire runes. Sorry. So yeah, that's the RC minigame. I mean, I went over it rather quickly. Last thing I want to talk about too. Actually, not the last thing. I have a couple more points too. Stuffs are just like piling up as I'm talking. This is like a classic ramble. So the combat achievement diaries. Unfortunately, I took a break from that, which is, I'm kind of disappointed in myself for that reason. But you see, I'm 22 tasks away, which is, Like, I mean, I'm quite close. It's just some of these tasks are very difficult and kind of frustrating for me as well. So, kind of been relaxing on that aspect. But I feel kind of brick walled with some of these tasks. So, for example, like the solo chambers and solo CMs, I can definitely get that done. It'll just take some time to do it. I'll have to practice a lot. And next, I mean, the dual next is a little harder. I feel like I can likely get that if I reset a lot with someone who's good, like if I go with Pharaoh or whatever. But the Nightmare ones, I hate Nightmare so much. It's unbelievable how much I hate Nightmare. The speed times, I only have one Inquisitor piece and a Scythe, so I should be technically able to get the speed times. I'm not that good enough at Fasani's and regular Nightmare to do it. So I want to get more Inquisitor pieces before I try those speedrun times. And then also TOB, I'm missing the 3-man and 4-man speedrun times and the perfect TOB, which I'm not too worried about those ones. I can get those done. I just have to find the team, which I have friends for. I just have to spend the time on it. And the Inferno ones. The Inferno ones are going to be fun. I'm not too worried about those ones. It's just, I just have to, and again, put the time. But I lost a lot of motivation for the combat achievements, mostly because of Nightmare. But maybe that'll change one day and I'll go for the Zuck Helm. It's definitely a good accomplishment to bang out of the way. So one day I'll do it. Now, also, in terms of my skilling supplies, I have so much skilling supplies banked. It's insane. I've been stacking my herbs and stacking some D-hides and prayer XP. And in the CC, we're in 07 Iron. I try to host some skilling competitions where we just try to get the most XP in certain skills. So usually we would pick like 9 skills and overall XP, and the person with the most XP in each skill gets a bond. And I usually try to compete for the most overall XP. So I just send all my supplies, and I have like, let me check here in the banked XP plugin. So I have around 7 million Herblore XP banked, which is crazy. The only concerning thing is I need to get a couple secondaries though, which I'm lacking. Like, for example, I need to get some Mortmire Fungus, which sucks. But I can get those. That's not a problem. But I'm just waiting for skilling comp, and then I'll just send everything in. It'll be really cool to see my XP. Oh, Bodhi's here. Cool. It'll be cool to see my XP just fly up really fast. Now, we also have a skilling competition soon within the CC, and it's going to be the race. So essentially, it's 2 teams, Team Red and Team Blue, and both teams race to complete a board, which is like in the past, like the previous race competition, it was just like a straight line, but now it's like a flow chart with different paths you can take, and some paths are more efficient than others, but you don't know the path in advance because everything's hidden until the next tile is discovered from either your team or the other team. So that means if your team is behind and the other team pulls the item, you can see that and get a head start on to know what is next. You can't do the tile in advance because you have to get there, but at least you can prepare yourself. If, for example, the next tile is Grotesque Guardians, well then you can right away start skipping for a Gargle task and get a head start that way, which is really cool. It like shifts the mentality a little bit around. So I'm very excited for this competition. It should start in 2 hours actually. So I haven't even prepared the the sheet yet for the drafting, but that'll be done in 90 minutes. So after this ramble, that's what I'm be doing. So I'm gonna be a little busy. And I mean, if you want to know more about this competition, you can definitely check Discord. I'll put a link for our CC's Discord in 07 Iron. And you can go over it, and oh, we wiped. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, we wiped. So yeah, I'm gonna put a link of the Discord in the description, and you can go over it. Maybe you can even read over the rules. Everything's posted there. And if you are an Ironman or an Ultimate Ironman or a Hardcore or even Gimps, we allow Gimps too. You can join the CC. Very chill CC, L7 Iron. A couple gamers in here too, and you can learn a lot. We have all kinds of skill levels in the CC, from low level to high level to omega high level. Like I mean, I don't think anyone has a Zuck Helm in the CC yet though, so that's something to be acquired soon. But a couple Inferno Capes, everyone here has learned and taught chambers and TOB to each other as well. Like, I'm going over these names, and like I've taught TOB to most of these people. Like, yeah, it's pretty crazy, but it's cool. So yeah, I would recommend you join the CC if you are an Iron and you're just trying to learn something or just have a good time. It's very reclined and relaxing, and yeah, so that's the race competition, which starts in 2 hours. So it's a little too late for you to sign up, but maybe for the next one. Now, also, my last thing I want to talk about too is the YouTube series. So I've been like collecting clips for the past 3 months, maybe more actually. But I've been collecting clips for a while. Oh, I can't enter now. Oh shit, I forgot about that. I've never been in that situation where I wiped him on the other side. I guess I'll come over here and AFK. But yeah, so that's the skilling comp. Shit. Whoa. Oh, I was talking about the YouTube series. I'm so lost. I slept 9 hours yesterday. It's so I'm so tired. Okay, so yeah, so I have like 3 months of clips from for YouTube, and like I recorded everything via like the shadow play. And the only downside of that is it records my entire like monitor and not like the actual like RuneScape RuneLite screen. So I need to like crop each video, and like I've tried a couple like softwares and they're not really that good for cropping videos. So if you guys have any like free softwares, even if it's like a paid software, like if it's not too expensive and it does cropping really fast, that could be worth it. Like these free softwares I was using for cropping, they would like it was so bad. Like you had to like adjust the X and Y dimensions like through like a scroll bar, and then you had to like move the video, and then every time you would adjust like a scaling, it would like shift the video sideways. Like they did not design that to be crop friendly. It's pretty obvious. So that is really annoying. But oh, okay, this one was gone. So yeah, if you have any softwares, just let me know. Mostly for cropping, and maybe if I find motivation, I'll finish a video up. I think that would be really cool to make videos similar to what Not Hard does, where he posts like bi-monthly videos of his progress. I think that would be a lot of fun. So yeah, I mean, besides that, I think I've covered everything I wanted to discuss. I made a little sheet here with a bunch of notes. So yeah, I guess I'll just end it here. I'm gonna have to go prepare the competition, which I'm not sure if I'll have enough time. I'll have to work fast. Oh, it's like work all over again. Just everything's last minute. So on that note, I hope you have a nice day, and enjoy your grinds, and good luck. Peace out.